Superconnectivity. I'm your host, Charlie, the Professor Essa. And with me, as always, is the man who knows all things, the man who leads us into infinity and beyond and back again.
Phil, me, and Perich.
That's the one. Hey, Phil. How you doing?
Good, Charlie. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. My wife says hi, and she hopes we get to see you guys this summer.
Oh, that would be nice. Yes,
I would love to go on a road trip to Pittsburgh. This is my quest. Anyway, I'm just hoping my car's engine doesn't explode first. It is making a lot of noise. I don't know if that's just because the muffler system has ceased to function properly, or if it's that there is something honestly wrong within its transmission. You never know. I mean, that could just be the noise the engine makes when it's not muffled by an adequate exhaust system.
Maybe that's where the Soul Stone is hiding.
Yeah, probably. We don't know where the Soul Stone is hiding yet, because as of yet, we have not yet seen Avengers Infinity War.
It's Friday night. Yes, I'm going first thing tomorrow morning, 9:45.
They know it's Friday night, Phil. They're watching us live, even as we speak, here on the YouTube.
It's more for the podcast.
I know. Oh, those podcasts. Yeah, well, you like to watch it. You leisure. And then you miss the video with my cool hand signals,
Yeah, people. What do you think Chris Evans got the idea for the mustache now? He's watching Charlie Esser.
Oh, yeah. He's being Chris Evans. I don't know. Okay, so let's. You know what, Phil? Do you have the song queued?
Oh yes, I can pull it up real quick.
So let's play this song. We got a lot to talk about tonight, but I want to talk about this song and what it means for the movie we'll watch tomorrow.
Okay, but yeah, I'll set this up. It is the Avengers Infinity War cast sings The Marvel Bunch, basically a Brady Bunch parody. It was from Jimmy Fallon, I guess, some night this week. I didn't see it. I just saw it on YouTube, so.
No one actually watches Jimmy Fallon. It's
okay. I recorded Kimmel this week because he's had Infinity War people on all week. All right. Well, here's the song.
You recorded.
Here's the story of a playboy genius,
Robert Downey,
who was gearing up to form some sort of crew.
Scarlett Johansson,
A god of thunder,
Hemsworth,
one fought in World War
Evans.
II. It's the story
Chris Pratt,
of a handsome Star-Lord, like the greatest to ever walk the earth by far, and a
Anthony Mackie,
and a magic doctor,
Cumberbatch,
Wakanda forever. So then one day all the heroes were assembled to fight a villain who packed much more than a punch. And his crew was labeled the Avengers. That's the way we all became the Marvel Bunch. The Marvel Bunch. The Marvel Bunch. That's the way we became the Marvel Bunch. Hello, brother. Shut up.
Okay. So a couple important points here. First off, that mustache, because this is where we see the mustache and the black flat top that Chris Evans is sporting now. You hear he's got a bit of a Chicago accent in that.
Yeah, he's doing some kind of play, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but he's doing a Chicago accent, which I found fascinating because I found that fascinating, the fact that Chris Hemsworth, no accent at all.
Mm-hmm.
So they were all like putting on voices for that thing that weren't their character voices. They were just being weird.
Unless they're just having fun with it.
Yeah, but now here's what I find most fascinating. Well, no, okay, there's many things that I find most fascinating. They're all equally fascinating to me. Okay, first off, where's Hawkeye?
Well, again, Ruffalo wasn't in there either.
Yeah, but
I wonder. I mean, they're all over the place doing promotion. I wonder if either one, these were the 8 they could get their hands on, or 9, whatever, or 2. I wonder if these were just the best singers that the MCU has.
Yeah, it's 8.
Well,
no
what?
There's no Alice.
Yeah, Loki pops up at the end.
Oh, okay. So he's the Alice. Loki
Yes.
is the Alice.
Yeah, as he turns and looks at Hemsworth and goes, "Hello, brother," and that's when Hemsworth goes, "Shut up."
I follow. I savvy. I obviously didn't watch the clip as long as I should have.
Yes.
It was an end credit scene and I missed it. Oh, I should know better by now. Okay, so I mean that's entirely a possibility, but I kind of feel that the absence of Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, much like the real absence of Dinklage, it's out and they still haven't said who Dinklage is.
Yeah.
Like you know in the movie and they can't spoil it, but it's like, I thought we'd know who Dinklage was by now, that it would be Dinklage was this,
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not really a spoiler to say Dinklage is playing this character, unless
it's something big.
Well, and to put it to you simply, it tells me he probably isn't playing Corvus Glaive. Because if he had been playing Corvus Glaive and that was already out there, then everyone would say, yeah, and
yeah, it wouldn't spoil anything. Yeah,
it wouldn't really spoil anything at this point because it had already been spoiled. So that's why I don't think he's Corvus Glaive. I do think he's something else, and I do think it's important. I wonder if it is an end credit scene. This is said to have like 472 end credit scenes. That there is, as many end credit scenes as there are stars in the galaxy.
At least stars in the MCU. Oh,
yes.
Can you imagine that everyone had their own end credit scene in this movie?
I just want Jennifer Walters.
Nice.
I just want to see. Oh, you know what? Actually, all I ever want. Here's what I really want. I want Black Widow and Banner talking, and and they just get to the subject of family. And he says, I have a cousin. I haven't seen her in a while. She's a lawyer.
Yes.
That would be cool. We'd all love that. In fact, that's what I want for the. That's the one end credit scene I want. I want Banner saying, "Yeah, I got a cousin. She's a lawyer." Or even better, it says, "Does anyone know a good lawyer?" It says, actually, that would be even better. Is like you have someone says, "Does anyone know a good lawyer?" And Banner raises his hand, and then cut to black. That would be an end credit scene that doesn't exist because it's too brilliant and good.
You know what else to add to that scene that would like tie more stuff in? If someone says, "Does anyone have a good lawyer?" and someone says, "Matt Murdock," someone says, "That hack." No, I know a better lawyer.
Yes.
That way you tie in that Netflix stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Just one line, drop it, and tie that Netflix stuff in.
The thing is that you actually have to make that. See, here's the only problem with that is that you actually have to have an explicit joke in that, or even something,
Mm-hmm.
Which would be. So here's the thing. To do that joke, you have to have someone say, "No, Matt, I don't want Matt Murdock. He's not a good lawyer."
Yes.
Whereas, does anyone know a good lawyer? And just having Mark Ruffalo raise his hand, it just, you don't have to say anything. You don't even have to cue She-Hulk if the rights aren't there yet. You just let everyone know She-Hulk exists. That would be awesome. That might be a better thing for the end of Ant-Man. What if Jen Walters is in Ant-Man?
Maybe.
Yeah.
What if she's an Ant-Man, or she could be in 4? What if she's like working to clear the names of the people on Captain America's team?
Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, but you see, that would be because we know that Ant-Man has a lawyer and has a good lawyer, because that's why he's back in the States. Because he was able to come home. Because they all got out, they all went to Wakanda, but Ant-Man was like, "I still got to go home. I got to see my."
Maybe Jen Walters. What if they make her like a lawyer on a federal level?
Well, I mean, she's a defense lawyer.
Yeah, but I mean, if she's trying to clear those guys, I mean, you might need someone with some juice.
Well, which is, here's what I always say: like, the best origin of She-Hulk is that when the Hulk destroyed Harlem, she's the one who sued the army to get them to rebuild Harlem.
Did that still happen?
That's why they call her the She-Hulk.
Did that still happen? We never mentioned that anymore.
No. They did mention. It's mentioned in the first Avengers film.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, you just saw the film, Phil.
Well, not the whole. I wasn't just watching the whole thing. No,
it happens early on where he says, the last time I was in New York, he says, so what happened the last time you were in New York? I broke Harlem. You know, so it is explicitly part of the MCU, and Robert Downey Jr. is in it too. So
no, I just turned it on for a couple minutes, and like when I turned it on, it was already at the scene, where Stark's getting out of the armor and talking to Loki. It's like, we have a Hulk. Yeah,
that's a good scene. Yeah. So anyway. But yeah, I would love a Jen Walters scene. I'd love a reference to Jen Walters. We got like 15, like they say, 15 end credit scenes. Don't get the large soda. Repeat, do not get the large soda.
I try to drink as little as possible in these movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm like, I feel. See, my problem is that I do got to get the popcorn because that's how they make their money on these things. And then you got to have something to drink. And the cost benefit of not getting the large soda, it just doesn't work out. So, just got to make sure that you've got a fully empty bladder before you go into the movie, because your bladder can hold the full large soda. You just, or you eat all your popcorn and soda before the movie starts, and then like during the last trailer, because there is about 2.5 hours of trailers before the film actually starts.
I know. Oh yeah, especially with a movie, this popular, they're going to be wanting to throw every trailer in front of it.
Yeah. You got to look at Venom again.
Oh, I bet you that we'll probably have a Deadpool 2 trailer in front of it.
Well, of course we'll have Deadpool 2. The one non-Marvel Studios property that anyone actually looks forward to, except for Tristan. Although he's looking forward to that too. He's very excited because I said we could see Deadpool 2.
Oh no!
I think he's old enough now he can handle it. I was a little worried with the first Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
But we've watched the FX version, and we've watched we've watched a couple versions of it. The edited for television. It's a little.
Did they edit that though? Because I thought I heard people saying the FX they really didn't cut much out.
You don't have to. You just have to not put in as much CGI. You just remove one layer. It's like,
okay.
You can probably get your Blu-ray to do it too. You push a button and it does the made-for-TV version.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. I mean, he's seen it. He knows about it. And this is a kid. He plays horror games. I don't worry that much.
I was gonna say, I'm sure he's all psyched for the Venom movie.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think he's more psyched for Deadpool than Venom.
Oh, really? I thought Venom.
Yeah, because they haven't. I mean, I don't know if he's seen the Venom trailer yet, and he might be as disappointed by the Venom as everyone else is. It's like, that's
a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Charlie, what could go wrong?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, here's what I'll say: you can do a Venom film without Spider-Man. Sure, why not? What you need is a Venom that doesn't look ridiculous. And the problem is that Venom looks ridiculous.
Well, again, I mean, I'm sure he probably will, but is this the final product? Is there going to be more CGI added in, or?
Yeah, well, like as we said last time, just like with H.R. Geiger, Venom is a grotesque.
Mm-hmm.
Making a grotesque real is really difficult. That's why you always have a problem with the Hulk, because the Hulk is very much a grotesque.
Mm-hmm.
And which is why I'll say, the best thing you can do with the Hulk is don't overplay him as a grotesque. You've got to make him more grounded. Because he can be as strong as you want, but, the more you try to make him into a big Hulk, the harder he is to interpret.
I mean, Charlie, this is our last week of theorizing on Infinity War, because starting tomorrow for our roundtables, it's going to be like, do you believe we've got to wait another year?
Another year for what? Oh, for the next
war. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting like 2 months for Ant-Man Wasp.
Yeah. But
like I mean, 1 month for freaking Deadpool. So
I know, but I mean, that'll be like probably the direct continuation of Infinity War. So
yeah, probably. But we're gonna get Ant-Man and Wasp before then, and we get another one before then too, don't we?
Deadpool, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp is the next MCU movie.
Yeah, but does Captain Marvel come before or after Infinity War?
Oh yeah, before Avengers 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna get Ant-Man Wasp. We're gonna get So basically, we're getting these two films, which I guess here's the smart reason why they're doing that, because now the two films between the Infinity Wars things aren't set post Infinity War.
Oh yeah.
They are or contiguous with Infinity War.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, is it going to be like the Avengers 4 is going to be set 2 seconds after Infinity War?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have to see how it ends. It's like does Kang come up and say, it's your kids, Cap. We got to do something about your kids.
What happens, Doc? Do they become Kree or something?
Pretty much.
But Marvel Man, knowing how to milk that hype train in May already. I think they're releasing Black Panther on Blu-ray and digital and all that.
Yeah, well, because people like it. It's a good film.
Oh yeah, but especially riding that Infinity War, right off the heels of that Infinity War train too.
Yeah, well, which is basically your second Black Panther film.
Black Panther 1.5.
Yeah, you notice that Black Panther got in that Marvel bunch bit. No, Ant-Man might be. He's very tiny.
I just wonder if Chadwick Boseman's a better singer than Jeremy Renner.
Entirely possible.
I mean, I've been like I said, I recorded Kimmel all week, and they had a bunch of the cast on all week, and I haven't seen Renner anywhere.
Yeah, but and honestly, what I was going to say is that if they were just looking for a singer, they would have gotten Wonder Man. Man can sing,
I guess, but he's probably not in the movie.
He's there. He's just in the background
on a poster.
Yes, on a poster.
I mean, and they only had one Guardian on there, Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Well, because you can only, because first off they had to get. I guess they had to get Falcon and Black Panther in there,
I guess again,
or they were the only other people available.
Maybe they were the better singers. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people are all over the place.
Yeah, it is all over the place, but anyway, but it is interesting what we got here. We do have our Marvel bunch, and we'll see what happens. I really thought. See, that was the thing. I'm surprised we've been able to avoid spoilers. I know I have.
Yeah, I've been trying
to
keep off the social media for the most part. If I see a post, I'm like, oh, scrolling past it.
Yeah. Well, I actually haven't seen anybody post it. I think everyone's being real nice about this.
I know.
You know what it is? And from the few non-spoiler reviews I've seen on this, people are like really respectful of how bad spoilers would be before going into this, which is like shocking to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably a healthy mix of, hey, this is a good movie, or this, this event was good. I don't want to spoil it for anyone else.
Yeah, well, just the idea that this is, and what I keep on hearing is just stuff like, this is really good. I mean, you get your usual criticism. There's too many superheroes. It's a bunch of explosions. Grace Randolph said that basically it's a bunch of sets, but not a good, not much story behind it. Basically like a DC film. But still better than a DC film. Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure how to take it. I do know that it's going to be good, though. I know that it probably can't not be good at this point.
I'm sure it's not a perfect movie, probably pretty darn close, but I think there's certain critics and stuff who are probably like want to be like, I was the first one to point out that this movie was bad, if it turns out to be bad, which I'm sure it doesn't, but I think a couple of the critics are like, I was the one who pointed out the first bad Marvel movie.
Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to tell you. First off, there's not going to, your bad Marvel movie, I guess, was Thor: Dark World. There you go.
I would say that was probably the worst in my opinion.
Or Hulk. Incredible Hulk. Not a lot of people think that one was that great of shakes.
I think it's still better than Dark World. But you know what? I'll say this though: Thor: Dark World. I would rather watch that than like most of those. I mean, I'm a DC Comics fan, and I would rather watch Thor: Dark World than like their movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather watch that than like Suicide Squad or.
Especially because they don't have Dick Grayson in those.
Exactly, but
how do you not have Dick Grayson at any point in any of these things?
That was my point a couple weeks ago when when Snyder was like, "Oh yeah, maybe that was Dick Grayson's costume in the cave. Maybe they killed him off." I'm like, "How do you?"
No, first off, that's just ridiculous.
I mean, yes, every other form of the DC story, that's Jason Todd who gets whacked. You know, it's not Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, and even you're assuming that that Robin costume was of a dead Robin, not just a
exactly
Robin who had,
it's just a symbol of a bitter, angry Robin out there who doesn't want to talk to Bruce Wayne. Come on.
Well, would you?
No, so I was gonna come in tonight with the joke. It's like all these Marvel actors are celebrating tonight. Meanwhile, Ben Affleck's in probably California somewhere trying to decide what toppings he wants on his Domino's pizza.
Don't make the poor man eat Domino's.
He's not in the #1 movie this weekend. Let him eat some Domino's.
No, but let him get a good pizza. Little Pizza Hut. That's not.
Why did you say that name?
Pizza Hut. You're right. We should make them pay us for any of these things. I can say Little Caesars though. I used to work for them, and I got my store to donate pizzas to a film I was working on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was crazy. I mean, it's gonna be a good film. Regardless.
Oh, yeah, I know I'm going to enjoy it.
DC, they're going to figure something out, I'm sure, eventually.
Aquaman comes out in December.
Yeah, because, that's the time for a beach film. They were saying like Aquaman's going to be a tale of sibling rivalry. Who is Aquaman's brother or sister?
Oh, no.
Does Aquaman have a sibling?
I don't think, unless it's like a half sibling, because his.
Isn't Black Manta the villain?
Oh God, they're not gonna make Black Manta his brother, are they?
I mean, you could do that.
This is why people don't. This is why people don't want to see the DC.
I mean, is Black Manta the villain, or is it some?
I think he's in it. I think it's Black Manta and Ocean Master.
Okay, I don't know who either of those people are.
You don't know Black Manta?
Oh, well, I know Black Manta, of course. He's the guy from Super Friends.
The big helmet.
Yes, I just spilled all my apple juice. Well, not all of it.
Precious apple juice.
Yeah, well, I got to make sure that my phone didn't, because my phone was in the splash zone.
So your fancy new phone. That's right.
Brand new, man. Let's hear. It works, see? Oh, there's Avengers. I haven't finished reading yet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, should we dive into some comics?
Yeah, let's we can talk Thor. I read that one.
Oh, so what did you think to the conclusion of Jane Foster Thor?
It's okay, I mean, I'm not overwhelmed by it in any particular way. I mean, it's good that Jane Foster. Okay, spoilers. If you haven't read it yet, go read it, kids. It's a good book. But it's good that Jane Foster lives. Death in comic books is a little weird as a concept. Just the idea that basically, I'm not ready to die, so I don't. Not for nothing. I just think that that's kind of this weird aspect of life and death that, well, I guess if you're not ready, if you don't actually want to walk through the gates of Valhalla, I guess we're kind of like, oh, I don't know, man.
I know, because even Odin kind of made up with Jane.
Well, yeah, because she did save Asgard, So you gotta, Odin's not a horrible person.
Thank you, mortal. You saved all our Asgards.
Yeah, well, exactly. He's a decent enough guy when it gets down to it. But yeah, it was like I said. I mean, it was touching. It was moving, and the idea that Jane survives. Here's the thing I'm going to say. Obviously, that goddess of storms, that mother of all storms, that's now going to be in her. She's going to beat this cancer, and then she's going to realize I have these storm powers now. And so she's going
yeah.
Yeah.
They could give her another hammer too. Because I mean, apparently Thor is going to get a new one. So Yeah, because he was talking about it, and just from the previews from Avengers #1, it seems like he's going to have some kind of hammer.
Yeah, he's all despondent because it's not his hammer. Or it's, he says, "I'm still unworthy of the hammer."
Well,
it's I don't know. It's honestly,
Mjolnir was destroyed, man.
Yeah, but we've got a little Mjolnir seed, so that's something, I suppose.
The pebble.
A little pebble of Mjolnir. Too heavy. It's so heavy, even in his hands. I don't think magic curses work like that.
Oh yeah, like he shouldn't be able to pick that up at all.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it was never that the hammer was so heavy. It was that it was a magic hammer.
Or is that perhaps maybe he's becoming not as unworthy?
Or maybe he actually is pretty worthy, or it was just really heavy. It's a whole other thing, Yeah, but I mean, all in all, it was a good book, I got to be honest with you. Sometimes with a lot of these books, especially like these big tie-ups of events, I'm like, okay. It's like, on some level, it's like you get your here's how we defeat the villain moment. And then you have the book after that where like, and now we're going to just, yeah, well, it's like, Lord of the Rings, how every time you think that movie is over, there's another hour to it. There's another end scene, Now we're the hobbits in the bar, and now we're the elves on the boat, and now and it's like, just end. End. We're done. We have to pee. We shouldn't have gotten the large soda, we know, but it's not even like we're waiting for an end credit scene here. We're literally watching people sitting in a bar.
Well, I mean, that was
and they're not even eating shawarma.
That was kind of like Avengers this week, 690, the last part of No Surrender. It's part 16, and it's mostly the battle's won. This is basically just cleanup.
Yeah. So I got as far as the Black Order walking on some planet somewhere. Okay. What happens next, Phil?
Oh yeah, the Black Order. Then basically again, it's just like cleanup. They're rebuilding Vision. Roberto da Costa, because you read that book, right? He basically says, I can't lead anymore, but he says I'm going back to my roots as I guess he was calling himself Citizen V.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna be Citizen X.
Citizen X. Oh, okay, that works for me.
Go back.
Yeah. Well, I like da Costa. I know that. And then. I was saying, well, I can't lead. I'm not being perfect. And, and Sam Wilson says, yeah, the minute you start getting smug, that's when someone beats your team up. Basically saying humility is important for a leader.
And then Scarlet Witch, Dr. Voodoo, and Synapse are going to go look for Quicksilver. Because he can't be dead.
Yeah, probably not.
He's getting his own book. He's not dead.
Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, Quicksilver's getting his own book.
Yeah. I forget if it's an ongoing or a miniseries, but yeah, he's getting some kind of book of his own. Yeah, Quicksilver, No Surrender.
Oh, there we go. Who's he not surrendering to?
Well, this was Avengers. Coming out of Avengers, No Surrender. It's Quicksilver, No Surrender.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Hercules is taking Wonder Man out to celebrate. He's like, well, Thor and I held the world aloft. You fought the Hulk to a standstill.
Yeah.
Because he tells him, he's like, we shall eat and drink, fight and flourish. And Wonder Man's like, I thought you quit drinking. He's like, yes, and thus you shall drink my share as well.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you know why you got to finish this issue, Charlie. We get a scene in a diner with Hawkeye and Banner.
Oh, back again.
Basically, Banner's like, I'm sorry I put you through this, the trial and everything. He's like, you shot an arrow through my eye and it still didn't work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess Hawkeye is not as good of a shot as he hoped.
And again, not just cleanup, but I mean, basically, this issue is like lead-ins to all these books coming out. Avengers 1, Quicksilver, what is it? The Immortal Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all good. I mean. But like I say, it's these ultimate episodes that aren't as good as the penultimate episode.
Basically, they recast that founder statue with like basically everybody who was in this storyline.
Oh, okay, sure, why not?
I'm like, how long's that gonna last? Because I mean, we're getting a new team next.
Yeah, that's a heck of a lot for everyone to draw every time they go there. And then
like I said, you get all the ads for all the upcoming Avengers books, and then we get an end credit scene with Voyager and the new game?
The Challenger.
The Challenger, yeah. And then of course he says, "You're a fool. One day," because he's all shackled. He's like, "One day the shackles will break, but until then, I want to see what happens next."
Yes, well, that's all good. Yeah, I mean, I guess she's gonna try and like psychologically help him with her memory powers and things like that. Honestly, I thought that the Living Lightning gambling scene with Grandmaster last issue was was the best part of that issue.
Yes.
The whole I guess I'll just cast a magic spell part was not as rewarding.
Yeah, no.
Because it was like, oh, okay, I guess we won because magic. Sure. Why not? Yeah, but the whole idea of him saying, I will, I'll let you write me out of history. I will let me not exist. And for what it's worth, because he knew that would be the one thing that the Grandmaster would never wager. To be written out of history, that would make the pot too rich, and he would have to fold. And and that was great, because that was his plan all along. Was he knew the one thing he wouldn't bet, and that's how you win against the Grandmaster in a very simple game. Is you just raise the stakes until he can't cover the wager.
Oh, there's a few things. Did you read Iron Man? You probably didn't read Iron Man.
No, I really haven't read anything yet. Iron Man good?
The penultimate Bendis.
No. Bendis is still there?
Well, yeah, because this was late, because 600 Iron Man 600 in next issue was his actual last, I guess, Marvel issue.
Oh, and he brings back Tony Stark's dad in this one, right? And he's giving him a waxed mustache for some reason.
Yeah, that was the ending.
I guess because he's undercover.
Because Tony Stark's back, he reunites with his mother, and then he's like asking about the father. No one cares, care about. But yeah, that was the last page that they revealed. Yes, I guess his father's still alive.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I know, but no, we get the scenes with Doom and
his baby mama.
Yeah, because he wakes up in her bed. He's like, "Is it a boy or a girl?" And she's like, "I don't like the label Dr. Doom." And she's saying, "You terrify me," and all this. And then he says, "You don't have to worry. The child will want for nothing," and blah 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 blah. And she's like, "Why did you come here?" And he's like, "In the heat of battle, I needed somewhere safe. You were the first and only thing I thought of." He's like, "Honestly, I didn't even know I came here until I woke up here." He's like, "It was instinct. I am sorry. I was just, he was thinking of somewhere safe, and I guess on instinct he thought of her." So then he kind of like teleports out, and she's like, "And that's probably when I fell in love with your father."
Wait, what now?
Amara, after he's like, "I was, on instinct, I thought of you as the only like safe space," and she's like, I guess talking to the baby, she's like, "And that's probably when I fell in love with your father, damn it."
There we go.
So, but but the big thing, the thing I thought you'd be interested in is like Riri Williams and a few people are looking for Tony, and then there's been like this mysterious mastermind, and Tony Riri's like, is it going to be revealed to be Tony Stark or something? But who is the mastermind who's been leading them around?
Mad Thinker?
No.
Who?
They come face to face. He says, "My name is Leonardo da Vinci."
Oh, good old Leonardo da Vinci from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Hickman, if you don't finish S.H.I.E.L.D., everyone else is going to do it for you.
Ha ha! Bendis!
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you hear that what Bendis recently said about Superman?
What did he say?
He said he's not going to make the same mistakes he made with Avengers Disassembled.
Oh, yeah. I saw the headlines. Like, I won't take so much glee into breaking it down.
I don't know, man. I just, yeah. Like I said, I mean, as I've said, paying for Bendis now, it's like buying a... It's like
paying for a 45-year-old NFL player.
Yeah. I was going to do a car reference about buying a Rolls Royce with 500,000 miles on it, but yeah, it is what it is,
Mm-hmm.
DC paid it, and I'm sure their money is good. Their checks aren't bouncing, so Bendis is going to spend it. The world is built on suckers. That's here. One other thing I wanted to mention. Not really much to say about it, but Disney says they're going to make more one-shots.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's what I'm going to say, because Disney has been making short films,
mm-hmm.
but they've all been doing like kind of comedy bits lately. I wonder if they're going to do actual one-shots, like your Agent Carter one-shot, like your, a funny thing happened on the way to New Mexico shot. Yeah. Or Hail to the King. These are all really great one-shots that are actually in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a very honest canon kind of way.
Yes.
That, Thor and his roommate, or the Grand Master moving in with his roommate, which is apparently another film they have out there, where Jeff Goldblum's Grand Master moves in after Thor moves out. It's all... I mean, it's cute and it's great. And honestly, Marvel does stuff like that in the book, so I'm not offended by it.
Mm-hmm. But
I want to know, are they going to do real continuity building storylines in these backgrounds? Because, I mean, Hail to the King, that's like the most important continuity building part of any of these shorts. I mean, that and Agent Carter and Hail to the King are really up there.
Did you read the article? I really only saw the headline once or twice. I didn't read the article, but didn't Haley Atwell come out and say really it wasn't? What was it? It wasn't Marvel who didn't want to keep doing Agent Carter. It was kind of like ABC.
Yeah. Well, no, Marvel wants to do Agent Carter, and honestly, Disney wants to do. Disney loves these things because they are buku t-shirt sales.
Well, yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, they're like hour-long commercials.
Exactly. They love these things, and they can sneak them past. This is the brilliance of it, you see. You always had this problem with the old 30-minute toy commercials that we called cartoons when I was a child.
Transformers, G.I. Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
What Disney realizes is, wait a minute, if the toys are based on properties, then we're just making a film about the property, not about the toy. But if you're interested in a toy, it's that 30-minute commercial jujitsu they pulled, and it's great. And I want my Ming-Na Wen action figure for reasons.
Oh yeah, did you
Bill Coulson.
I don't know if you saw last Sunday on the Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon on Disney XD. They did the female Quasar, Phyla Vell.
Mm-hmm.
You know who voiced her?
Yes.
When? Yes.
Yeah. I have. I don't have. I think there might be a DVR. I'm not quite sure how it works on my new digital TV. I'm in the future now, Phil, and I don't know how the future works yet. But yeah, so yeah, I don't have any of these things recorded, but I think I can watch them on demand.
I was gonna say they might. I think they might be on demand. Yeah.
Although it's weird because this is the thing I found out. I can watch Big Bang Theory on demand on my phone, but when I try to put it through the TV, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I don't know if that's an Amazon problem, because Amazon.
Because maybe mixing too many different companies. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, by the way, it's all exciting. I do have to go back and watch it. You know, I was not the biggest fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon. It's cool. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about the Marvel Bunch. Do you find it? What I found most fascinating was that the two people they chose to represent everything were to be the titular heads of the Marvel universe.
The mom and dad, yeah.
Yeah, were Star-Lord and Tony Stark.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tony Stark, you have to go with Tony Stark.
Well, no.
He started the whole thing.
And what I kind of feel is that this is their way of passing that torch.
So Pratt's going to be the new Robert
Is
Downey
our new
Jr.
Tony Stark, yeah.
I don't know. I guess, I mean, you could do that, but I don't know. I guess I thought maybe they were going to make Black Panther that new Tony Stark.
Well, I mean, in the role of Tony Stark, yes, but as to who you're building your universe around.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You know, you don't need it to be Tony Stark. You just need someone who is that super hyper charismatic social butterfly.
Yes.
You know, it's that thing about 6 degrees of separation and social networking that, you know, it is, you know, what Tony Stark does is great.
Mm-hmm.
But what really makes Tony Stark the person that connects the Avengers is that the person of Tony Stark is a connector with people.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense too, because I think they've even said they're going to like expand that MCU cosmic universe. So,
well, exactly, you know, and eventually we're going to get more time and going back in time, and I'll get my two-gunned kid, get my Rawhide Kid film. That's what I want, man. I want him to fight the Mole Man. This is my dream. It's a pipe dream, but it's mine. Oh
yeah, and we almost forgot. You killed Vern Troyer.
I did kill Vern Troyer. I'm sorry, Vern. I hope you are at peace now. Yeah, I did. And what I'm going to tell you is, like, my friend Teresa used to do this. She used to have the power to kill people accidentally, because she actually killed Kurt Cobain. Because just before Kurt Cobain killed her, and it wasn't even her. She was just reading the line that someone had written for that scene. We had our old sketch comedy show, TV party, in Wednesday night in Windhaven, and you know, she's doing like this talk show, and she has Kurt Cobain and Eddie Vedder come on, and you know, they get into a fight, and then Eddie Vedder and Kurt Cobain fight, and they go off scene, and he says, maybe they'll kill each other. And then, of course, like the next day, Kurt Cobain dies. And so there's this thing that every time she'd mention a celebrity, they'd die. And now apparently the curse has passed to me. So I got to be careful who I talk about in context, because the darkness is within me. Okay. Anything else to talk about tonight, Phil?
No, I think we pretty much ran the gamut of Marvel in all forms of media.
Yeah, well, it's great. And tomorrow we're going to see the movie. We'll get to see Mephisto be right, as we always are. We'll know that in the post-credit scene, we'll see Hawkeye tracking down Ant-Man, who also wasn't in the film because he has to get that Goliath serum. And that's going to be in our Ant-Man film. That's going to be leading to the Ant-Man film. I'll say Hawkeye will be back in Ant-Man and Wasp. And that's how we end it. It's all going to be there because everything we've said will be right.
Wait a minute. You were saying about maybe the Elders of the Universe are going to be, you know, the end of this movie. What if it's not the Elders? What if it's the Celestials?
Celestials.
I mean, they're not. They probably won't be the giant space robot version. They'll be like, remember, Kurt Russell was a Celestial.
I know. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what I'm going to tell you about all that. They're now talking. They want to do the Eternals, which is driving me nuts because Thanos is supposed to be an Eternal. And they've altered Thanos' story a bit in this, at least from what I've heard, from what I've gleaned from the rumors. They've altered his story that he's not an Eternal. He's from a planet called Titan, not the moon of Titan. Yeah. That's annoying. Yeah, exactly. And now if you're going to do the Eternals and not have Thanos be a part of the Eternals, That bugs me.
Eternals don't be Inhumans. We saw how that turned out.
But maybe they are going to tie it all together. So we're going to have to see what happens.
Mhm.
I want my Star Fox. Yes.
I think they said Cersei's going to play a big part in this. And
yeah, Cersei's cool. She was an Avenger.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if they're going to go that route and make her an Avenger eventually.
Yeah, probably. I like Cersei. She was cool. She has basically molecule man powers, but without the mother issues.
Yes.
Basically, not Norman Bates with omnipotent powers. Anyway, anything else? I guess that's it, Phil. We'll talk more tomorrow.
Yes, 2-part Capes and Lunatics episode 50 for the YouTube people tomorrow night, 7 p.m. and then Sunday also at 5 p.m. So check us out. Watch it live.
It'll be awesome. And Sunday night watch because you get to see Maz Manzoor.
That's right.
My right-hand man. He actually he's already seen it. He loved it. We were talking and he got a little worried because I said no spoilers. He says, wait, we're not going to talk about spoilers in the podcast. I said, no. I just don't tell me any spoilers. Right now. We're very spoiler in our podcast, as you all know. So we will give several spoiler warnings before we start talking because we are going to lay it all out there. We're going to talk all about how they managed to do Mephisto as Peter Dinklage so well. How you will learn to fear Peter Dinklage. How shocking it was when Thanos died in that first 20 minutes of the film. Just as I predicted. And you will all be able to write to us and talk to us. You can leave us voicemails if you've already seen the film. Okay? You call us and you let us know your thoughts on the film. Phil, how can they do that? Don't listen to any of these before you see the film. But how can they listen to it? How can they give us their opinion, Phil?
We'll try to mention voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES or email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com.
Yes, and of course, if they want to talk to you just personal one-on-one, Phil, how can they do that?
You can always email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am @nightwingpdp.
And of course, you can always write to me in that old-fashioned email way that our Moz and Paz once did at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. Of course, follow me on Twitter as I live tweet Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. if I can stay up for another hour and a half. Fingers crossed. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEsselCR. Look for the 2 E's in the middle for what? Quality. Thank you, dear listeners, for connecting with us once again. Please super connect with us tomorrow as we discuss all things Infinity War. Good night.
The end of all things.
Or the beginning? Huh?
I don't know. I'm wondering if anyone really dies or if it is permanent.
No.
I mean, because even Jimmy Kimmel was on there. He's like, what? All aliens don't make it out alive, do you? Because it is a war. I'm like, oh god, they're pushing that theory.
Yeah, no, I told you, Thanos dies first 20 minutes. We already know that the entire Black Order gets kicked around, but this is how you know. Black Widow kicks Corvus Glaive's butt. This is Thanos' big army, and Black Widow, one of our human-level characters, is beating his butt. Come on. Come on!
Wait till we see the movie, everyone. Check it out. Capes and Lunatics 50. There'll be 2 separate parts. Check it out.